Welcome to my channel, everybody. Pretty simple versus battle. We got Minato versus Shisui. The battle of two speedsters in the Naruto verse. Starting off with Shisui. Even by Uchiha standards, Shisui was noted to be one of the most talented members of the famed Uchiha clan ever had. Danzo even hailed him as the strongest Uchiha of his time. His abilities allowed him to rise to the rank of Jonin at a very young age, and eventually a captain of his own squad. Kabuto Yakushi wanted to reincarnate him for the upcoming war, but wasn't able to find a sufficient DNA sample for it. He had earned the name of Shisui of the Body Flicker, as he had great mastery of the Body Flicker technique. Shisui would also make practical uses of the Body Flicker technique to fade out of sight, leaving no trace of either his presence or his indication of his destination. In the anime, his velocity and mobility was so great that he would leave behind multiple tangible after images that could strike with actual force and also be undetected by a sensor ninja. In battle, his speed was shown to be able to seamlessly dodge barrages of projectiles from his enemy and likewise outpace them. He was also a proficient taijutsu user, being able to defeat Itachi in several sparring matches. Furthermore, he displayed a high level of pain tolerance, as he didn't flinch from either of his eyes being removed. Shisui was able to summon a flock of crows to aid him in battle, and mastered 3 basic nature transformations: fire, lightning, and wind. Along with the yin release, he was very skilled with using the fireball technique, which was a great rite of passage throughout the Uchiha clan. Shisui's usage of this technique required the efforts of many Anbu level water release users to counterbalance it. He also wielded a tanto, showing considerable skill in Kenjutsu from a very young age against 2 Anbu. He showed similar remarkable shuriken jutsu prowess to Itachi and likewise demonstrated noticeable sleight of hand with multiple kunai. Shisui also proved to be a very skilled tracker. His mastery of the Sharingan rivaled that of Itachi's, being both highly praised for a noticeably high skill and sheer power in usage. Using it, he gains access to the dojutsu's generic abilities such as seeing chakra, predicting movements, and placing a victim under a paralysis genjutsu with a single glance. His genjutsu was especially powerful. Hailed as the most powerful user of the clan, his most basic techniques could easily trap other powerful users of the Sharingan, like Danzo, forcing the latter to resort to using Izanagi. Shisui was also able to trap multiple individuals in his genjutsu from great distances away. Shisui was one of the few members in the clan's history that was able to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. He awakened it when he watched a dear friend or rival die after withholding his aid in a moment of envy and weakness. It is designed as a 4-point pinwheel and granted him access to a powerful genjutsu, a unique technique noted to be one of the highest caliber, Kodo Matsukami. This technique allowed him to enter a person's mind and manipulate them by giving them false experiences, making it seem as if they were going to do that on their own. The victim wouldn't even notice they were being manipulated. In the anime, this technique was so powerful, Shisui believed that he could use it to make the entire Uchiha abandon the coup d'etat. This ability was so unique and powerful that even Tobi wanted it for himself, and was angry that Danzo managed to destroy the eye before he could attain it for himself. He was a gifted prodigy, even more than his fellow Uchiha like Sasuke and Itachi, who even admitted that he was no match for him upon first meeting him. Seeing him as a superior and him being Itachi, someone who thought like a Kage at the age of 7, mentored, even inspiring Itachi by sharing him his philosophical ideas, and considering that the fact that Sasuke being above average Uchiha being a prodigy felt Itachi was stronger, and Itachi felt that Shisui was stronger than him being a rare genius. Now let's get to Minato. As we all know too well, the main area of expertise of our good man Minato is that he is most famous among shinobi from all over the world, was his incredible speed. He was touted as the Hidden Leaf's Yellow Flash, and said to have been the fastest shinobi of all time, which I'm able to get behind personally because I have nothing but praise for Minato. But some might argue that the 4th Raikage or Tobirama Senju was faster than him. You can't blame anyone for thinking that. After all, it's because both men were incredible shinobi with a blindingly swift maximum speed. However, Unruly A and Lord Second both clearly stated that Minato is faster than them. As you also have to factor in that the contest between Minato and A was back during the Third Great Ninja War. I'm not entirely certain how I should go about this particular topic regarding Lord Fourth, but I don't believe that Minato is on par with, say, Tsunade as in brute strength goes, but in reality, he didn't need to be. He was rarely involved in open conflict for a longer time period than the Nine Tails attack, until he was reanimated 17 years later. So it never really came down to who could keep going longer with any enemy, like ever. Even against the Raikage and B, Minato was caught away from the fight after a few moments, which was pretty lame in my opinion, because they could have at least given us that one. Anyway, based off what we've seen in all the flashbacks in the war, I am able to determine that Lord Forth's endurance is off the charts. Just look at everything he has done, or the times he has to do multiple things, or fight multiple enemies with almost no rest between conflicts. If I had to choose a word, I would say that he's godly. And that's just in some of the things I've seen him do. The man had massive chakra reserves and has demonstrated this fact on more than one occasion. He was able to teleport the complete Kurama, in which I will guesstimate would be a regular human in real life attempting to teleport 1,000 other humans via piggyback ride at the same time. It should have been an impossible task, but he accomplished it nonetheless. He saved Konoha in the process. 17 years later, he'd do something similar by teleporting the entirety of the Allied Shinobi forces all at once, and saved everyone yet again. Granted, he had a reanimated body and infinite chakra during the war, but that's still awesome in my opinion. Now the one more thing is in his arsenal. He's a perfect sage. This guy was a perfect sage, but wouldn't use it. He can amplify his own natural abilities to unprecedented levels, but wouldn't do it because it conflicted with his style of fighting. Personally, I kinda understand, but only in the way of seeing how sitting still to gather nature energy would be a pretty big problem for a guy who bases his entire battle strategy around constant movement and striking. If you stay still, you die. Also, the longer a fight drags on, the greater chance of something going very wrong. I like to think that Sage Mode would have definitely aided Minato in finishing fights faster though. I might be missing something here. Maybe it's just a simple matter of never having to need to enter Sage Mode. He was incredible, so it was not unlikely. Another notable quality that Minato has was he was a sensory ninja. A damn good one at that. He was on par with Tobirama, at least. Maybe even better, but he could sense someone's location and what condition they are in, and even detect a change of heart. This was displayed when he prevented Kakashi from killing Obito. He felt that Obito had come back from the shadows, not redeemed, just enlightened. It was just another display of his integrity as a human being. Much like his devotion to protecting his family and village by sacrificing himself for his nation and his son. It's truly sad that such a great guy died having barely met his newborn child. Kushina also going down as a salt on the wound. I guess that all is well. They both eventually got the opportunity to talk with Naruto, each in their own way, but still connected through Kurama. Naruto once referred to his parents as his two sons, as in like the solar system son. He wholeheartedly understands that he is the legacy of his father and mother, and he did a spectacular job not wasting the life that they granted him at the cost of their lives. Minato is also a student of Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sannin. Being a student of Jiraiya, it was only natural that Minato had also signed a summoning contract with the Toads of Mount Miyaboku. This was also shown during the Nine Tails attack when he had summoned Gamabunta on top of Kurama. Being a pupil of the Toads of Mount Miyaboku, Minato had undergone Toad Sage training. He had grasped the Senjutsu arts, but not to the extent of Naruto and Hashirama, but was also being able to master Sage Mode without the help of Fukusaku. Not to mention that Minato has also gained the cooperation of the yin half of Kurama that was sealed within him, thus allowing him to access to the Kurama Chakra Mode. So to summarize the Yellow Flash of the Leaf, he created the Rasengan, mastered the Flying Raijin technique, a master of Fuin Jutsu, possesses Toad summonings, he can enter Sage Mode, also has full cooperation of Kurama. In other words, Minato was pretty much stacked. Ranking Minato of all 7 Hokage, I would rank him at the 4th greatest Hokage. Ironic, since he was named the 4th Hokage. Now for the best part and bread and butter of this video. Who I think will win between Minato and Shisui. I feel like it depends on who has info or not. If they both walk in blindly on each other, Minato will still know that Shisui is Uchiha due to the crest on the back of his shirt. And if Minato does get the ability to use Sage Mode or KCM during this fight, ain't nothing stopping him from beating the shit out of Shisui. Also, I feel like the third factor is the environment. If they're in the open field, then Minato will also have an advantage due to the fact that he can spread multiple kunai around. But it also comes down to who the hardest hitter is. But with the variety of attacks, Minato does have the speed advantage. So I feel like since both of them are speedsters, it'll come down to who's faster and who hits harder. So I feel like Minato takes his fight mid-diff.